Hello, this is Vivienne Hunter. We're going to spend a few moments finding our peace, moving into the core of who we are, which is the energy of the love that we are, which is the truth of all of us. And when we connect to this, we're connecting to the part of us that connects to all. The energy of the universe, the energy of God, Spirit, Creator, whatever your preferred name. It is at this place, at the core, at the love that forms us, that is us, that we interconnect and we can access the deeper truth, the deeper knowing. And this is not a truth of the mind. It is not a mental knowing. It's a knowing of the heart. It's a recognition of our connection, of our wholeness, of our uniqueness, even where we are so individual and apparently separate. Breathe in. Spend a moment connecting into your heart area, thinking of something that makes your heart smile or someone, opening up to the love that is you, and letting your focus be on thoughts, energy, expression of love and what that means to you. Breathing in deeply and feeling love move through you. Feel love being you. What are you when you be love? If you don't know, just leave that question for your subconscious to play with. What am I when I'm being love? Beautiful. In the world today, there is many changes. There are changes at every level. There are changes with our beautiful world, with our beautiful planet. The natural events seem to be more intense than they've ever been, and this may be a cyclic thing. Maybe we haven't got the records for the thousands of years and that show that this is a cycle. However, for now, for us, natural weather events have been extreme. In Australia this year, there were the bushfires. Last year there were huge floods. Every year there is floods somewhere. Every year there is drought somewhere. And in every country there is something. There are cyclones here, there are hurricanes and tornadoes in other parts of the world. There are earthquakes. I'm not going to name them all. But our Mother Earth is facing change. Our financial and institutional systems are facing massive change. Our health systems are under pressure to keep up with a sudden change in known diseases, I guess you'd call it. Something new has come along, and because we're now a global community, it has affected the planet. It's affected everybody. This can be scary. All of these things can be so scary. We're also resilient. We also know. We began connecting with our heart, where the truth of us is, and in this truth is we do know. We do know in every moment everything we need to know. We are divinely connected, and we can access what we need to know at any moment. We are resilient enough to find our way forward in any circumstance. Will these things be easy? Perhaps not. Can it be done? Absolutely. Can it be done with more grace and ease if we allow it, if we open to it, if we look for solutions, if we hold out our hands with love, with acceptance, with allowance, with support? Absolutely. How are we going to negotiate the current world? My suggestion is to negotiate it with love. Look at everything through the eyes of love. And where a different response is born in you, where it arises in you, bring love to that. My emotional soft spots can be around aggressive or violent behavior. I bring love to that when I find myself affected, when I see it in the world, and it brings a response in me. I love that. I love it whole. I find my wholeness. What is making you feel scared in the world today? And how can you bring love to that? You being love is you being the truest you, the you at your core, the you at your best, the you who is so aligned and clear and present that in each moment, through the eyes of love, you know what to bring, what to be, how to be, who to be. There's no question. You naturally are the expression of your deepest, truest self. And this expression is the expression of love. So when I say being love, I am not talking of something hypothetical or theoretical. It may sound that way. And it is not a soft wash. Oh, we'll just be love. It is powerful. Love is powerful. Love heals. And I know this. I've been in places where I never thought I could come out of. I honestly thought I'd been broken at one part of my life, and I wasn't. When I allowed love to move through that, to sit with it with love, the results were amazing. Love is powerful, it is real, it is an energy, it is a truth, and it is the core of us, and it cannot be broken. And it can be brought to everything. It is our wholeness. It is our unity. It is our truth. And it can be our strength. It can be our healing. We can't choose how love will act, what effect it will have on anything around us. We can't even know the effect it will have when we bring love through our own issues or hard times. When we open to the love within, it moves in its own ways. The choice, therefore, is for us to choose to open to the wholeness of us and bring that to the world. Hold to hope, hold to faith that we are perfectly and completely able to move through these current times, to grow through these current times, and to still thrive. Yes, I believe we are going to go through massive growth. Growth is not always comfortable. We can fight against that, or we can accept it. And all I know is when we accept life where it's at, it's so much easier. Because then we're dealing with what is actually there in front of us, instead of whatever barriers we put up in front of us, whatever distractions we dive into. Big breath. Now let's just move into the energy of love, back into our hearts, out of our minds. Big, slow breaths. Feel a smile in your heart. Let that smile in your heart move out through all of your body to every cell. Let it move through your mind, anywhere there's fear, anxiety, anger, anything uncomfortable in your body. I'm sitting here and I'm noticing there's some stiffness in my neck, so I'm just breathing through that, letting it move through. Not trying to fix or heal, because when we try to fix or heal, we're saying there's something wrong, where this moment is perfect as it is, with whatever it brings, and we notice it, and we breathe into it, and we allow it. And then it balances and aligns in its own time. And we are at peace with it, or as at peace with it as we can be, by being in that space of open allowance and total presence. So be in presence with whatever you're feeling, whatever is coming up. If you have a busy head, just notice it. It's okay. We're not going to try and fix that. Just notice it. Things I'm suggesting might be new to you. That might have you thinking lots of stuff. That's okay too. It's all good. Just breathe. Notice everything. Do you have discomfort in your body? Notice that. Let the smile in your heart, let the love flow through it. Just notice it, allow it. Send it some love. Send it your attention, your pure presence. That's it. Sit with that so you get the practice of just being where you are, even when you may not be feeling at your best. This is what they now call mindfulness. Just being very present with yourself, with the world, with what is. And in this presence is power. In this presence is an openness to everything. And the way forward is so much easier when we're just present. In this presence, the bigger part of us, the life of us, the love of us, the spirit of us, which I think are all one and the same, is connected to the life, the love, the spirit of every other person, of every other thing. And this is where the solutions, the knowings, the love, the blessings, everything we need flows from, because we've taken the time to be in our wholeness, to remember our wholeness, to be present with all we are in openness, and this is really simply the way we connect to everything else. If you're finding the idea of being isolated, if you do have to step back, everything is, closing down. Things are being cancelled. Public events are not advised to attend at the moment. It's a safety thing. Let's use this time to get clear in ourselves. Let's be connected in our hearts. Let's reach out and support in other ways. We do not have to be out in public all the time to be connected. Being physically separate from each other for some time, or on and off, does not mean we have to be disconnected. It does not mean we have to be separate. It does not mean we are alone. We are never, in truth, alone. We are always part of something bigger, whether we allow it, see it, accept it or not. How does that make you feel? Does that scare you? Does that relieve you? Does that lift you? Or does it make your mind busy trying to figure out what that is or argue against it? Whatever's coming up is good, just be aware. And bring your presence back to this moment, because this is going to be your key to everything. And look out into the world with all the things that are going on. What's the thing? Maybe 2 or 3 things if you want that bother you the most. Is it the financial changes? That's going to be massive. Work is going to shift in incredible ways. There are people who already don't have work. It may be temporary, it may not be. Health issues, the fear of catching something possibly fatal. Does that bother you? Do you trust in your own knowing, in your own wholeness, in your own ability to know when it's okay to go out, when it's okay to go somewhere, when it's not? To know that you can be okay anywhere and everywhere if you follow that little inner spark that will always give you all the information you need when you take time to be present. And notice where that leads you when you take time to go into your heart and let the love you are guide you forward. When you connect and follow what comes from that, the ideas to do, be, give, receive, you will be perfectly led and you will be safe. Okay. Well, these are my interesting points of view about this situation. We're going to spend a couple of minutes now out of our minds again, back into our hearts. And connecting with all that is. So a big slow breath into your heart. Let yourself feel the love that is you, and if that's hard to do, think of something you love. Think what it feels like when there's a smile in your heart and connect to that. It is a real energy. Scientists have measured, and the energy that comes out of heart when someone is feeling love is many, 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 many times stronger than the energy that comes out of an active brain doing intelligent work. It is very powerful. Let this energy move through you Let the power of it go through every cell, aligning you so all your cells are moving back into harmony. Let it move through your emotions, balancing them so that you are in harmony between your emotions and your body and your mind as much as you're able to allow. Just let love slide through everything. Those thoughts that are coming up, let love slide through it. That's it. That discomfort in your body, let love slide through that. That fear that's clenching your gut or closing your throat, let love slide through that. Just let it be. And feel the rising of it, feel it rising through you. And imagine it's so strong in your heart that you can send it from your heart directly out to everything. And let us, combined, each send love from our heart to each other, to all humankind, to all sentient beings, all living things, to our earth, to our systems, our healthcare, our financial systems, our everything, our institutions, our banking institutions, our schools, our businesses. Everything and everything is being affected right now. Anything and everything, I'm sorry. Whatever comes to mind and is of a concern to you, allow the love in your heart to move through that, and we hold this space of being in harmony. As the love, we are holding a space of harmony and love for everything, letting our response to our own fears, to our own anger, to our own confusion, to our own anything be moved through with love, and let that love then move out into the world, so that no matter how we are also feeling, we are also able to move back to love, to respond with love while being real to ourselves. We're not pretending that we don't have feelings about what is going on. We allow them, we live with them, we love them. And we hold this clarity of love, of purpose, of intention, of knowing around everything. There is a way through. And it can be harder or easier. Let us allow love to lead that way for us, so that not only is it more easy for us, not only are we more able to know each moment what is most best for us, but so that we do not add to the situation of fear, so that we do not miss being a light, a support, a balance in this world. This is the time where we connect, where we hold fast in our strength, in our wholeness, in our love. And we self-regulate, and we take care of ourselves, and we address whatever comes up, and we love ourselves through it. And then we can bring love to everything else, and love everything else through it. Love is powerful, love is whole, love is healing and magical. So are you. You are powerful, you are whole, you are a force for healing, and you're magical. My wish for you as we finish is that you know this of yourself, and that you remember to return to this wholeness over and over and over again, so that you may be, so that you may access, so that you may share the love that you are, the love that is the core of you, and the love that is going to be our best way forward. I wish you peace. I wish you harmony. With so much love. Stay blessed now.